Oh!
Looks like a good old-fashioned peaceful protest to me. Wow! Will Smith hit Chris Rock? But was it staged or was it real? We'll answer all those questions and more as we give you our full commentary about the situation tonight in order to shamelessly cash in on getting a bunch of easy views on a video, just like everyone else is doing out there with this situation. After Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air approached the stage, hit Chris Rock, and then sat down and proceeded to belligerently scream at him. Let's break it down. Guys, could we please socially distance while inflicting violence on each other so no one gets harmed? Jeez, this is LA, so we're just starting year 3 of the first 15 days to slow the spread.
Oh!
The radical left initially suspected that Will Smith is committing a racially motivated hate crime because Chris Rock is black. One of the only explanations their minds can come up with about anything, due to the limited thinking power that comes with mass formation psychosis. But upon further review, the left has concluded that the most appalling thing about this assault is that there was not nearly enough diversity involved. Accordingly, we can conclude that this incident was wrong, but would have been absolutely fine if Chris Rock was a woman and Will Smith said he was a woman. In that scenario, we could all rally behind Will Smith for being brave enough to Leah Thomas the hell out of a woman. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. But I'm not a biologist, so I can't be completely sure what the genders of these men are. Let's keep going.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
He seems as logical as a radical liberal is supposed to be. He's mad that Chris Rock made a joke about his wife looking like G.I. Jane? Checks out as true. Nothing to get mad about there. He must have been mad about something else. This just in! Will Smith and his wife, G.I. Jane, are in an open relationship. So guys fornicating with his wife are okay, but guys making jokes about his wife are off limits. Makes sense. But the big question the world wants to know is, was this incident real or was it staged? Well, let's consider that the Oscars have become woke enough in recent years that they've fallen off the edge of the flat earth of what people actually care about. With ratings so low that they aspire to elevate their viewership all the way down to CNN levels, would the Oscars stage a stunt in order to catch the attention of everyone who's deliberately not paying attention to them? Well, with hundreds of millions of views on various clips about the incident going around the internet, it looks possible. But would the Oscars, who is an extension of communist Hollywood, whose principal objective is to entertain you with mind control Marxist propaganda so you're more controllable, and they serve the Chinese Communist Party, would they stoop to such a level of dishonesty? Well, given the fact that they mostly carry out an evil agenda, no, they wouldn't do such a dishonest thing. And besides, it looked so real. It couldn't be staged, right? Take a look.
Oh,
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to.
It looked so real. One of the best actors on the planet probably wouldn't be capable of making a staged event look so real. Would he? I don't think he'd know how to do that because that would require the actor to do acting. And that seems pretty far-fetched. So our conclusion is that the Will Smith-Chris Rock incident is authentic, just like everything else in Hollywood. Well, given the fact that this is definitely real, what's the most embarrassing part of this for Will Smith? Is it that he violently assaulted someone? No. Is it him belligerently yelling, making a fool of himself in front of the dozens of people that were watching on live television? No. It is the fact that when he hit Chris Rock, he didn't even faze the skinny comedian who was defenseless with his hands behind his back. For a man who played Muhammad Ali, you'd think he could do better. And hopefully he will next time he hears someone say something he doesn't like. Before we get to the very impressive lessons learned from this event, aside from everything, what else isn't worth hearing about from the Oscars? Well, former comedian and current wokeologist Amy Schumer took this stage to try to discredit the governor who most stands for freedom and protecting children, Ron DeSantis. The results were 0 laughs and 100% of people still not giving a shit about her existence, which is perfectly in line with the spirit of the Oscars. And without further ado, here are the lessons we've learned from Will Smith hitting Chris Rock. Number 1. One of Hollywood's most shining examples is happy to inflict violence on someone in a crowded theater. So children should continue looking up to Hollywood celebrities. They're definitely mentally stable enough to model one's thinking and behavior off of. Kids, violence is only okay if you use it on someone you don't like. Otherwise, it's never acceptable. Number 2, people on the left who violently assault someone who they don't like should face 0 consequences, while parents on the right who use words to defend their children from corrupt school boards should continue to be considered domestic terrorists. I think the Chinese Communist Party's North American ambassador would agree. Number 3, the uninteresting Oscars only become relevant to America if there's an interesting display of violence. Number 4, tagging jokes about a guy's wife who everyone else has tagged is not okay. Tremendously helpful lessons if you ask me. That's it for tonight's special report on Hollywood's finest. Will Smith peacefully protested Chris Rock's jokes, Amy Schumer continued protesting actual comedy, and Chris Rock can receive a blow better than Will Smith's wife can give one. Tune in tomorrow night where we'll continue trying to disguise Hollywood's degenerate agenda with praise for their virtue signaling so they can keep capturing your children's minds without you knowing it. Good night! This just in! New designs are in my Freedom line of merch, including the Defund the Deep State design. You can check it out along with all the designs at awakenwithjp.com. Enjoy flexing your freedom.
Nothing stresses me out more than everything. That's why I want to thank Magnesium Breakthrough, made by Bioptimizers, one of my favorite ways to de-stress. As the redheaded scholar that I am, I do believe that stress levels determine your quality of life. The higher your stress levels, the worse you feel. The lower your stress levels, the better you feel and the better quality of life you have. So I think we can self-sentence ourselves to poor quality of life by never doing anything about our stress levels, or we can free ourselves from stress by choosing to do something to take our stress away. I've got various practices to do that, but one of the practices I love that's actually the easiest and incredibly effective is using Magnesium Breakthrough, because most people don't realize that one key nutrient can effectively reduce your stress levels, and that nutrient is magnesium. And I wish this wasn't the case. You need all 7 forms of magnesium in order to de-stress yourself. But luckily, Magnesium Breakthrough delivers all 7 forms of magnesium that you need in order to de-stress yourself. I take 2 capsules in the evening to help me de-stress, wind down, and prepare me for great sleep. Why? Because I love to have a good quality of life and feel great. Now, if you're someone who loves to feel crappy, you'll want to avoid Magnesium Breakthrough. But if you're someone who loves to feel good and you want to do something additionally to help de-stress yourself so you can feel great, go to magnesiumbreakthrough.com/JP to grab your Magnesium Breakthrough. And also, for the healthiest discount ever, please use the discount code AWAKEN. Enjoy.